Warning, the following program contains scenes of graphic stupidity between a man and some games. Don't take anything I don't say too serious, I'm just messing around. This video should not be viewed by anyone.
How's it going, everybody? Today we are back in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and we are going to take a look at one of my favorite features of the game, and that is the ability to have the power of our signs embedded in our swords. So we can pretty much have a flaming sword with Igni, or we can have a holy looking sword with Axii. Every sign can be embedded in our sword when we use it, and it will give the sword a unique look as well. We're gonna have, depending on what sign we use, we're gonna have different aspects to the sword. So for example, Igni is going to set our sword on fire, Yrden is going to give it this purple glow, so every sign is going to give it a different look. And we can do this at the Runewright. He is at the upper mill right here where I am on the map. Now we are going to have to help him upgrade his tools, which is going to cost a bit because we have to do it a few times. But after we give him the final 15,000 for the master level tools, we are going to be able to enchant our swords with replenishment. And with this enchantment, after we cast a sign, an adrenaline point is consumed and our next sword attack is changed with the power of that sign. And we are going to need a couple of greater runestones, and if we don't have them, chances are the Runewright is going to have them, so we're going to be able to buy the runes from him. Now I did fight the monsters here with my steel sword because it's a good reason. Because when we fight the monster with a steel sword, we do less damage, because I did want to kill him really fast just so we can check out all of the signs and all of the different looks of the sword when we use the signs. So that is why I'm fighting these knackers with my steel sword and not with my silver sword. So when we use a sign, immediately after, if we have adrenaline points, our sword is going to change depending on the sign that we just used. So for example, if we use Igni, our sword is going to be set ablaze, and we can hit an enemy and we can set the enemy ablaze as well. So the power of our sign is going to be embedded in our next sword attack. If we use our shield, our sword is going to be engulfed in this green looking light, which looks very good. It's a really good look for a sword. If we use Yrden, our sword is going to have this purple glow around it. And of course, when we hit an enemy, it's basically as if we hit them with our Yrden sign. So the power of the signs is embedded in our next attack. Same with Axii, it makes our sword look holy kind of, and it's a good look for the sword as well, with this bright light around it, and it will stun our enemies. When we hit them, chances are our hit is going to stun the enemies because again, the Axii power is embedded in our sword. And same goes with Yrden, so every sign is going to change up the look of our sword, be it setting it on fire or kind of having this different holy light around it. All of them look very good, and I really like it. But yeah, there you go. That's how we can set our sword on fire, and that's how we can have our powers, our signs embedded in our sword attacks. But there you go. That's about it for right now in The Witcher. I hope everybody enjoyed. In case you did, be sure to drop some stuff and things down below. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for taking the time and hanging out, and I will see you in the next one with some more video games.